Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm filming the 2020 Cadillac CT4. This vehicle competes against the Audi A3 and the Mercedes-Benz A-Class, but let's take a look underneath the hood here of the CT4. This has the company's 2-liter turbo engine. It makes 237 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque, and it's paired with an 8-speed automatic. My Tesla has the rear-wheel drive. You want to get the all-wheel drive, Cadillac charges you an additional $2,000. If you go for that optional 2.7-liter inline 4, that makes 310 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque, and that's paired with a 10-speed automatic. And then if you go for the Cadillac CT4V, that makes 325 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque, and that's paired with a 10-speed automatic and equipped with a limited slip differential. But closing the hood here of the CT4, my Tesla is painted in this black exterior color. Looking at these headlights, are going to be a LED combination. You do get this LED daytime running light, LED headlights here. And Cadillac says they will switch out that incandescent bulb for $400. Honestly, I would just spec in the $400 and just switch out that bulb just to have a full LED design. But I'm surprised to see Cadillac did not go with a full LED headlight here. Instead of they charge you $400 to remove that incandescent turn signal there. Looking at the grille here, it has the Cadillac crest emblem embedded into the actual grille, which I think is a nice touch. It gives this car more of a premium like look. I want you guys to comment down below what do you think about the front fascia of the Cadillac CT4. Looking at the side profile, my Tesla has these Continental tires. These are a 235/40 width tire. They're wrapped in this 18-inch rim design. Honestly, I think the tires look a little plain Jane in my honest opinion. The wheelbase for the CT4 is 109.3 inches with an overall length of 182.7. They stretched about 1.5 inches, making this the longest sedan in the actual segment. Looking here at the crest emblem here on the side fender, my Tesla is missing the panoramic sunroof. My Tesla do get this LED side marker. I like the side profile, but I don't really care for the wheels because they look a little plain Jane. But making our way to the rear of the vehicle, these taillights are going to be an LED design with an LED turn signal and LED brake light with an LED reverse light. There's your CT4 badge here, your crest emblem, the standard backup camera with this 350 Newton meter badge. I'm not sure why Cadillac is offering that for their badging. I'm surprised. Honestly, if I owned this car, I'd just rip the badge right off. I don't really like that they have that on their branding of vehicles. Looking down here, there's rear parking sensors with dual exhaust. Open up the cargo here. It does have a power-like function, but you have to lift it up along the way. The seats fold down in a 60/40 manner, and Cadillac says you get around 10 cubic feet of space, and this rides on the actual Alpha platform as the Chevy Camaro. But looking in here, Cadillac will give you a fix-a-flat kit instead of an actual spare tire. So sitting inside the interior of the CT4, looking at this interior, it's a nice interior. It looks just like the Cadillac CT5 that I reviewed, but just the dumbed down version. But closing the door here, door sounds nice and solid. The materials here are nice touch material, 2-person memory seats. Your lock controls, this aluminum door handle. It is 1 touch up, 1 touch down for the driver and passenger. Your trunk release latches here, stability control, heads-up display, nice leather wrap steering wheel. But to start up the CT4, put your foot on the brake and press the start-stop button here. The gauges will do a nice sweep, nice analog gauges to read. And above me, like I mentioned, my Tesla does have the heads-up display. Shows you a lot of information. There's these paddle shifters. Your headlight stock is going to be here. Your turn signal stock is going to be there. This 8-inch display. There's a dedicated home button here. It does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Going here, there's your climate control. My Tesla does have 3-level heated and ventilated seats. These buttons have a nice tactile feel to them. It is dual climate control, volume and tuning knob, which is here. Looking down here at this stack, there are 2 cup holders with this aluminum like trim, additional storage here. Putting the CT4 into reverse, there's this backup camera with trajectory, nice resolution camera, and there's a manual mode as well, so you can shift through these paddles. Putting it back into park, there's some different functions over here, which is the automatic start stop, your different drive modes, which includes snow and ice, sport, touring, and my mode, and auto hold, stability control, and a nice area here to rest your phone. Center console is nice and padded. I like the double stitching here. It's damped and it's lined with felt. And interior here, there's a USB-C, a USB port, and SD slot card reader there. The dashboard has a nice touch material here with more of that stitching, this aluminum across the dashboard there. Even right here around the display here, this is soft touch ejection molded plastic. So Cadillac did a really good job with the interior in here. The glove box here is damped and it's lined with felt. The seats are really comfortable. They hold you in place. If you want to aggressively bolster seats, you have to go for that CT5V that I reviewed. But these seats, they do hold you in place. You can definitely go on a long road trip. These headrests, they're really big, like in that CT5V that I reviewed as well. There's a 3-car garage remote control there. LED lights throughout the cabin. But overall, the interior here is really nice of the CT4, but let's hop into the back seats. I'm sitting in the back seat of the CT4. I'm sitting behind myself. Cadillac says you're getting around 33 inches of leg room. There's 2 mat pockets here, rear air vents, a 12 volt. Surprised to see that there's no charging ports back here. But closing the door here, door sounds nice and solid. The same materials are carried over from the front. Nice touch there by Cadillac. And also have plenty of headroom in here. I'm 5'8". Putting this armrest down here, there's 2 more cup holders. But let's take this CT4 out and see how it performs with that 2-liter. So starting off in the 2020 Cadillac CT4, this has the 2-liter, which makes 237 horsepower, and it's paired with an 8-speed automatic. Sorry for my face expression. That 2-liter is not the best attracting sounding engine, but it does have an 8-speed automatic, which I think is a really good 8-speed when it's paired with this 2-liter engine. But you can get a 2.7-liter. That's the actual engine from the Chevy Silverado or the GMC Sierra that offers 310 horsepower and 358 pound-feet of torque from a 10-speed automatic. So it's going to be a little quick shifting compared to the 8-speed because it has 2 more additional gears. Visibility out of the CT4 here is really good. You have a good visibility out the rear. These big mirrors here with blind spot monitoring. I do have these plastic paddle shifter. You don't get the, like in that CT5 that I reviewed, or if I post this video first or whatever, that had the magnesium paddle shifter, which had a more high quality feel to them. But these plastic paddle shifters, they're okay. They do the job just fine. They house that 8-speed automatic. Steering wheel, nice leather wrap steering wheel. The ride quality in here is really good. Of course, it's a Cadillac. It goes with the bumps just fine. But I just don't like the sound of this 2-liter. The 3-liter that I reviewed in the CT5V sounded way better. I like that it had that sound to it. But GM made it so hard to get into the actual launch control. But honestly, if you don't want that 3-liter twin turbo V6, I think the 2-liter is a better option for someone that doesn't want to have the additional 360 horsepower. It's not the actual CT5, the CTSV that they offered with that crazy V8 engine that a lot of people couldn't daily because it was too much to handle. But this little sucker can put up some speed. I can't get my words out there. Kind of caught me off guard. So this 2-liter is pretty peppy. It's pretty peppy. And that was, I'm gonna have it put into its actual sport mode here. But the seats in here are comfortable. I have 3-level heated and cool seats. Unfortunately, I didn't have those in the actual 3-liter CT5V that I reviewed. Cadillac makes you pay additional $2,000. I'm not surprised they didn't make it standard, but this does have some really good rivals. Of course, it's going to be the German rivals, which is the Audi A4, the BMW M2, and the Mercedes-Benz A-Class. The 2-liter is really good, but I'd rather option in the 2.7-liter, which has a little bit more horsepower, because honestly, I'm power hungry and I'd rather just get what I paid for. But like I said, that sound, I don't really care for it. The sound in the CT5V sounds way better compared to this 2-liter. And like I said, I just option in the 2.7-liter because you get a little bit more horsepower. The feel from the CT4 is numb, but it's quick. You can feel what the front tires are doing. And this rides on the same platform as the Camaro, which is an Alpha platform. So it's a really good platform. If you go for the 2.7-liter, that's going to be a more torquey engine, which makes 350 pound-feet of torque. And honestly, that's a weird thing to say because that engine was in the Silverado, like I mentioned, and that's a truck, and Cadillac put that inside a luxury sedan. So yeah, that's kind of weird, but honestly, if you didn't know about it, I think that's one of the biggest engine displacement in the segment compared to the Audi, the BMW, and the Mercedes. After spending time with the 2020 Cadillac CT4 right behind me, my Tesla starts off at $37,465. My Tesla has some optional equipment, which rolls in the technology package, the climate package, and the driver's assistance package. My Tesla stickers for a grand total of $42,840. I'd like to give a special thanks to Bomnin Cadillac for providing me with the CT4. If you guys are on the market for a CT4, you guys can come to Bomnin Cadillac and ask for Lazaro. He will get you into a new, used, or pre-owned vehicle. And I hope you guys have enjoyed my full overview on the 2020 Cadillac CT4. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews. And please keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'll catch you all in the next video.